This arrived today and it's another mobile for me to unbox, and it is the UMI Super. So this one here is powered by a Helio P10. Now the P10 I haven't actually looked at. I've looked at the Helio X10, and the P10 is a slightly slower performing chipset, but by no means slow, because it should be able to handle 1080p quite well. So this model here has a 13 megapixel camera, 5 megapixel front facing camera, and a 5.5 inch 1080p screen, and a large 4000, sorry, not 14, wouldn't that be great, a 4000 milliamp hour battery. It's running Android 6, has 4 gigabytes of RAM and a 32 gigabyte ROM on it. So this one here I got from GearBest, and it's nicely packaged up in the box there. And this comes in a nice metal container. Okay, doesn't look too bad. So we can see there's a few specs there on the back again that I'll just briefly cover them. So it is dual SIM, and you can see the network bands there it supports. So for anyone there that wants to find out, does it support a certain band, just check out this info right there. So hopefully I can get the box open. Alright, you can see there the Super logo. It's quite nicely packaged up for a Chinese phone. It seems quite premium the way they have done this. So I imagine just under here, yes, there we go. There is the charger. And this is our USB Type-C plug. This of course has USB Type-C. So have a look and see what the charger is rated at. So that is 12 volts, 1.25 amps, and that is using MediaTek's Quick Charge 3. That's the phone here. So it seems like it does have quite a nice build to it. Well, metal. It does remind me of the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3, the same layout, because we do have the fingerprint reader on the back there, and along the bottom there's the USB Type-C port. There'll be a microphone and speaker within here. Now these little strips along here are the antenna lines. And on the left hand side there is the power on button, I think. I'll find out, I'll just power it up. Oh, it could be the quick access button actually. There's the dual SIM tray. So that has 2 micro SIMs in there, or you can use a MicroSD card. And the front here we have a 5 megapixel front facing camera. There's the earpiece, proximity and light sensor, 3.5mm headphone jack. Very good to see, because now a lot of companies, or a few of them now, are removing this important audio port here and just using the Type-C port, which is really poor. I hate that design choice. Luckily they haven't done that here. So there's the power on button and the volume up and down there. So this one here will be the quick access button, so you can quickly launch your favorite apps. I'll get into that later on. So the build of it seems quite solid. It is a little thick there in the middle, because it does have that large 4000 milliamp hour battery. So just have a look now at the thickness of it. While that is going on, I will just power it up. There's the UMI logo. So it comes in at a rather thick 10 millimeters. Pre-applied screen protector. Now the screen is in fact Gorilla Glass 3, which is good. That is only just a transit screen protector they have on there, just to keep it from getting scratched in the assembly line too. And it does have a curved 2.5D glass. So the screen doesn't seem too bad there. And I do like the ROMs that UMI uses, because they just keep things very stock. Let's go through the first setup here. I'll connect to my wireless later on. This is just the unboxing and initial first look. And down here you can see that's the home button. Also doubles as a notification light that's within there. So we can set up a fingerprint But I first need to enter a password. So I'm just going to use a PIN. So I need to find the fingerprint, scan on the back. And I think it's around about 10 times to set that up. Okay, so that is done. Alright, so there you can see a very stock looking Android 6. Just quickly move into the settings. So Android 6.0, not 6.01 or 6.1. And have a look and see what bloatware they have on here. Normally they don't put a lot. So we just got the stock applications there. Flashlight. And in fact, look at that. Zero bloat. That's really good to see. No bloat whatsoever there. And just move and have a look at the storage we have available. So, memory use. They even have a location there just to have a look at the memory status there, how much is being used. So first boot there, well, we've got average memory use is only 1.1 gigabytes. Of course, we have a full 4 gigabytes here on this, which is really good. And I have free 2.7. And I will just find, sorry, the storage, which I think I must have gone past. Storage and USB, it's right there in front of me. Okay, so I have used only 262 megabytes of the available 24 gigabytes there. Before I forget, also check out the weight. Doesn't seem like the lightest mobile phone, so no, it's not, at 192 grams there. Just also wanted to point out that it's interesting the fact that they do have the on-screen menu buttons, and they do have space for them down here, but yet you don't get them down here, which seems to me a bit of a wasted space there, because they could have put those menu buttons here. This could be the home button, that could be your back and your menu, but they haven't done that, so it's a little disappointing. And the back of the phone has a nice finish to it. So these strips along the bottom and the top there, these are plastic to help the reception of the antennas. And you'll see that this little hole there, that will be our secondary microphone used for noise cancellation and hopefully stereo when we record video. Also in the box here, there should be the SIM tray tool. There it is. And have a look at how the SIM tray layout is. Alright, so there we go. There's the micro SIM, and you can also put 2 micro SIMs or insert a micro SD card lengthwise there. Just took me a few seconds to figure it out, so this is how you would do it. So you just put the micro SD card in like this, and there's my micro SIM. So that was the unboxing and first impressions of the build of it. It seems reasonably good. Not too bad. I just noticed that around this edge along here, this is actually plastic. So the plastic front and the Gorilla Glass, they fit down within the alloy unibody here and clip in, obviously. And it doesn't seem too bad. There's definitely no build quality issues that I can see at the moment. Looking at this and feeling in it, it does feel very solid, well put together. So I will be benchmarking this, and I will take some photos outside and some video samples as well. So stay tuned to the playlist if you want to see more of this UMI Super here. Thank you for watching. See you soon.